All right, so diving in today, and this one's a little bittersweet, honestly. We're
Yeah.
talking about Jeff Baena.
Mhm.
And, you know, you might not know the name immediately,
Right.
but I guarantee you've probably seen his work or at least, like, felt his influence.
For sure, yeah, his style is very recognizable once you know
Yeah.
what you're looking at, for sure.
So he was an indie film director, screenwriter.
Yeah, sadly just passed away recently.
Yeah, and that's what kind of got us on this topic. We're using this Variety article,
Announcing his death?
yeah, as a jumping off point.
Yeah, it makes sense.
But, for folks who maybe only know him as Aubrey Plaza's husband,
Right.
we want to go a little deeper than that.
Absolutely, yeah, there's a lot more to him than just that connection.
Right, right. So I guess to start, like, what would you say?
Oh, sorry. Anyway.
I was just going to say, I think what makes him so interesting is how he mixes, like, the comedic with the really profound.
He's often labeled as, like, absurdist, which I think fits, but it's not just wacky for the sake of wacky. There's like, real depth there.
Right. It's not just, like, random.
Yeah, exactly. He's part of this lineage going back to, Buñuel, the Coen brothers.
Oh, yeah.
Using humor to explore, like, the darker sides of life.
Interesting.
The existential stuff.
Okay, so give me an example then, like something specific that shows this.
Oh, Life After Beth is a perfect example. On the surface, it's a zombie movie, right?
Yeah, I've seen that one, yeah.
But the way he uses that trope, it's not about gore, it's not about scares.
Right.
It becomes this metaphor for grief, trying to hold on to someone you've lost.
Yeah.
Like, there's this scene, Zach, played by Dane DeHaan, he's trying to have a normal date with his undead girlfriend. She's craving brains, she's falling apart, and he's just desperately clinging to, like, the remnants of their relationship. It's hilarious and heartbreaking at the same time.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, no.
I've seen some critics say that his humor can be a bit, like, hit or miss.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think makes some of his jokes land and others not so much?
That's a good question. I mean, I think it really depends on the audience.
Yeah.
Like, he's not afraid to use cringe humor
Right.
to push boundaries.
Yeah.
Some people love it. Some people are totally turned off by it. But that's what's interesting. It makes you think. It starts a conversation.
I can see that.
Yeah,
for sure. So you mentioned Life After Beth. What else would you recommend?
Oh, if you like Life After Beth, The Little Hours is pure fun.
The Little Hours, okay.
It's medieval nuns gone wild.
Oh, okay. I'm in.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with that.
I'm sold, medieval nuns.
But if you want to see something a little different, Josh Shee is really good.
Josh Shee, okay.
It's much less overtly comedic. It's more melancholic. It's about male friendship. It's about growing up. You see a different side of him as a director in that one.
Interesting. Yeah, I always like when like a director or writer can, like, really show their range.
On versatility.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I guess, like, zooming out a little bit.
Yeah.
What do you think his legacy is going to be? Like, how's he going to be remembered?
I think that experimentation is going to be a big part of it.
Okay.
He didn't just make comedies. He challenged what a comedy could be.
Right.
He mixed genres, timelines, tones. He created this world that was familiar, but also really strange.
Yeah, and unique. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And I think he'll be remembered for that.
So last question for folks who want to, like, dive into Baena's films.
Yeah.
What's, like, one thing to keep in mind?
Pay attention to the layers beneath the humor.
Okay.
Like, yes, you'll laugh, you might cringe, but look for those moments of real emotion, the exploration of, human weakness, the big questions we all ask. That's where his brilliance lies.
I love that. I love that. All right. Well, on that note, I think it's time we all add some Jeff Baena to our watch lists.
I agree.
This has been a really great deep dive. I really enjoyed this one.
Me too.
And we'll see you next time.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.